Located at number 27 Castlegate, York, is a Georgian townhouse, Fairfax House. Join us now as we take a look around and share its history. Fairfax House was purchased by Charles Gregory, the 9th Viscount Fairfax of Emly, for £2,000 in 1759. Then, in 1761, he employed the Yorkshire architect John Carr to remodel the house. The work was completed in 1765. Viscount Fairfax died in 1772, and his title became extinct. Later occupants included Sir Walter Vavasour, the 6th Baronet of Hazelwood, in 1780, William Danby in 1787, Peregrine Wentworth in 1792, Sir John Lister Kay, the 1st Baronet Lister Kay of Grange, in 1820, and Mrs. Anne Mary Pemberton from 1840 to 1865. At some point after this, Fairfax House, renamed St George's Hall, became neglected and fell into disrepair, and in the late 19th and early 20th century, part of the property was used as a dance hall. In 1921, St George's Cinema, adjacent to Fairfax House, was opened and the building was expanded. It closed in 1970 and the City Council acquired the decaying building. The city sold it to York Civic Trust, which between 1982 and 1984, under architect Francis Johnson, renovated the building and turned the defunct cinema's entrance into the main entrance to Fairfax House. The York Conservation Trust subsequently purchased the house, leasing it back to the Civic Trust. The interior has some of Yorkshire's finest mid-18th century plasterwork by James Henderson and Joseph Cortese, and carved woodwork. The wrought iron balustrades of the staircase were by Maurice Tobin. Wrought iron gates and railings fronting Castlegate were removed when the street was widened, but were recorded by York architect and artist Ridsdale Tate. Fairfax House has been used as a location for both television and film on a number of occasions, from Bargain Hunt and House Gift to Crusoe in 2008, and most recently for BBC One series Gentleman, Jack and ITV's Victoria. The bed we're looking at now was where Sean Bean's character died in the 2008 Crusoe. Although fairly small in scale, the drawing room has a commanding presence and is dominated by a ceiling of extraordinary purpose. The deep coved coving clearly draws the eye into the centre, where amongst the interlacing palm fronds, curling stems and raffle leaves is a large oval medallion containing the figure of a woman who represents friendship. It is known from the scale details in the mid-19th century that the saloon commanded an excellent view across the orchard to the River Ouse, and that the owner, Mrs. Pemberton, preferred to use this as her dining room. Georgian furniture are arranged in this room, not least being the mahogany armchairs in the centre of the room. The pair of chairs with a carved fish scale pattern on the arms and legs are almost certainly from the London workshop of John Gordon, and belong to the great blue stocking of the 18th century, Lady Mary Montagu. Fairfax House is an overlooked historical gem in York. It is certainly a must visit when in York, and it houses many pieces of Georgian furniture which capture your eye. Though the house is small when compared to others I have visited, it has some of the best ceilings I have ever seen, each having a meaning. For that alone, Fairfax House is worth a visit.